Hello there, Darren Steen here, your Mercola.com healthy lifestyle coach. Here today to talk to you about how do I work out with weights. Everyone knows or has heard that they should work out with weights. The many advantages are building bone density for you women. It's the number one way to build your bone density. For everyone in the fat loss game, it's the best way to lose fat because that muscle burns energy sitting there. It makes your posture stronger. It makes your body feel better. It makes you age gracefully. There's so many advantages to lifting weights. I'm going to talk to you today about 4 things that will help you figure out the best way for you to lift weights. One reason why there's so much confusion with it is that there's so many people at so many different starting points, intermediate and advanced, and there's so many variations. Everyone's so different, so that's why it's really confusing. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and simplify the process for you to figure out your best weightlifting routine. The first thing I want to talk to you today about is the repetition tempo. It's simply how fast do you raise and lower the weight. I'm going to grab a weight right here. This is the curl bar. I'm going to do a standing bicep curl. And in general, we want to create a 3-1-3 second tempo repetition. So that's 3 seconds up, nice and slow, 3, 2, 1. Pause, isometrically squeezing the target area, and 3 seconds down, 3, 2, and 1. So it's nice and slow and controlled. 3 seconds up, 3, 2, and 1. Putting your mind in your bicep, squeezing it isometrically for 1 second, 3 seconds down, 2, and 1. Lengthen the weight all the way out to the bottom. One more time, 3, 2, and 1. Isometrically squeeze the target area, and 3, 2, and 1, and relax. That was just 3 or 4 repetitions, displaying the repetition speed or tempo. 3-1-3 tempo, putting your mind in the target muscle and squeezing. In general, that is the repetition speed that you want to use 80 to 90% of the time. Now, the body always gets used to any types of exercise, and eventually you need to change it up a little bit to shock it and surprise it and give your body muscle confusion. But for the most part, if you're interested in building as much muscle as you can to help you in your fat loss game, that's the rep tempo that you want. You can stay safer, you can squeeze more out of the muscle and feel more in the target area and get the mind in the muscle, which is very, very important. Number 2 is how many repetitions do you do each time you do a set? If you're just starting out, you should pick a weight to where it gets really hard and challenging and you can't do any more repetitions, around 15 or 16 repetitions. If you've been lifting for a little bit more advanced would be to bring that rep range down to around 12 or 13. If you're a veteran, you should bring that repetition range down to 9 or 10 repetitions. What I'm talking about is doing a set and getting to the end safely where you absolutely can't do another repetition and in that rep range that we just discussed earlier. Realizing that the last 3 repetitions of each set is the only part of the set that matters, that will change your body and force your body to gain muscle and lose fat from that workout. It's those last 3 repetitions. It's very, very important. So that's the rep range starting out, 16 reps, intermediate around 13 or 12, and then advanced 9 or 10. Now that's the base that you should stick with the majority of the time, but realizing you always got to change it up in the future because your body will get used to that. So an advanced person who's been doing 9 to 10 repetitions to failure would want to pick up the rep range to 16 or 18, like 10 to 20% of the time, and vice versa. Entry-level people or intermediate would want to bring that rep range down to 10 or 12, occasionally 20% of the time. But the repetition ranges that we discussed earlier are just bases of where you should stay majority of the time, realizing that you always need to change it up at some point in the future so your body won't get used to that same type of tension. How many sets? With this mentality of working out with that type of 3-1-3 tempo, you want to do about 2 or 3 sets per exercise, and that's it. That goes against a common logic or what a lot of people have been taught in the past. The old powerlifters would do 5 sets of 5, or they'd pyramid and they'd do 12 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps, and they'd pyramid back up and do 5 or 6 sets per exercise. That's not needed. Time efficiency is very important, and with getting your mind in the muscle and doing the 3-1-3 rep tempo and things I'm going to discuss here in a little bit, you absolutely do not need to do more than 2 or 3 sets per exercise. What order of exercises should you do? And then how much do you rest in between sets? That's something that I'm going to discuss here in a minute when I give you some cheat sheets, and they will be attached at the end of this video so you can plug in exercises and you can follow the instructions in those cheat sheets. How many days a week should you work out? At least twice. If you're just starting out or intermediate, you should work out 2 times a week, maybe 3. I think 3 is best, but starting out 2 is fine. And the key is that less is better. I've seen too many people start out working out 5 to 6 days a week. They get burnt out and they don't last past 6 or 8 weeks. It's very important that this is a lifestyle approach by you, and that you're going to be doing this a year, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 years, the rest of your life. Less is best. So I prefer 2 times a week or 3 times a week you work out with weights. Okay, what order of exercises, how many sets, how much rest between sets? I'm sorry, how many sets we already discussed, but how do you construct your personal program? What I've done here for you is, through my 9 years of being a full-time professional trainer and training myself for 25 years, I've come up with a system. This system is very time efficient. It's called the Fat Loss Lifestyle Circuit Style Training System, and I've created cheat sheets. This one here is for entry level. If you just started out, click on the entry level cheat sheet down here at the bottom, print it off for yourself and plug in your exercises. And then for intermediate, I have 2 sheets, and what we did for intermediate is we split the workouts in the body in half. And they're non-competing body parts for those 2 different workouts. On one workout, we do chest, we do bicep, we do abs, and we do the back of the legs, the hamstrings. And the style is non-competing body parts, and it's circuit style. So we don't sit and rest after our first chest exercise, wait 2 minutes, and then do another chest exercise, the second set with more weight, because we go to the first bicep, and then we go to the first ab, and then we go to the first hamstring. And then we come back and we do the second set of the first chest exercise, the second set of the bicep, the second set of the abs, and the second set of your hamstrings. And that's it for the first set. Then you do the first set of the second exercise for chest, and then you just go right through those exercises in a circuit style, not doing the same body part twice in a row. It's fast-paced. It's 1 minute rest between sets, and with the 3-1-3 rep tempo, it's more cardiovascular. Your muscles have to work longer, so your heart and lungs are working at the same time as you're doing your weight training session, and that's a double combo that is really going to boost your fat loss and your heart health. So there you go. There's the 2 cheat sheets for intermediate. We also have 3 cheat sheets for advanced. If you want some of those, please reply to this and contact us, and we'll put you in the place where you can get those 3 cheat sheets. But trust me, the 2 cheat sheets work in the body in half the body on one workout, and the other workout would be back, triceps, and we throw in a shoulder press. That's non-competing with back day, and we do shoulder lateral on the chest day, and we do it circuit style. So those are the cheat sheets. It's very simple. All you have to do is to go to our PeakMercola.com site. We got over 150 exercises there. If you need some ideas for specific exercises, view the video, learn little finer points to make that exercise safer and more effective. Plug that exercise into your cheat sheet before you start. Take the cheat sheet to your workout facility in your basement or at your club, wherever it goes. Have that cheat sheet already filled out so the exercise is already in there. The repetition range, the rest between sets, all those little details that I talked about earlier are on that cheat sheet. It's really going to streamline your workout program. That is really important, having a plan of action as you go to the facility, because if you don't, you're going to start talking, you're going to be asking for machines, and 2 hours will go by and you'll get in about a half hour of working out. If you take this cheat sheet already filled out, looking at the videos on our site, and you go to the club, I guarantee an hour and 15 minutes, you'll be done with your hour workout, you'll be stretched out, loosen up, and you'll be ready to leave. So time efficiency is very important in making this long term. And I hope these cheat sheets that we attach to this video really help you out. Really go get them. Print them off, plug in the exercises, and now you have the power to go make your workouts that much more effective. Thank you very much. That is how you figure out how to do your workouts.